Hello and welcome. Today I bring you a story of games and movies being removed out of your digital libraries. How does this happen? Why is it going on? Well, we got two companies to talk about here. Let's get in. Well, the first one here is PlayStation Store removes purchased movies from libraries after service shut down. So what happened with the Sony PlayStation 1 is they had a whole whack of movies from Studio Canal. I'm not entirely sure how they're pronouncing it because it sounds like it's a French uh, studio that's doing these things. They've launched their own movie thing, so now that they're removing them from the PlayStation Store. So this is TV shows in Germany and Austria will disappear next month. This includes things like Hunger Games, Paddington, Chicken Run, John Wick, La La Land, Logan Lucky. There is a whole whack of movies, and it really sucks to hear about. Now, the other one that's going on here is Ubisoft is decommissioning a whole whack of stuff. And mostly is Assassin's Creed Liberation. There's a big deal with this one because there is DLCs that people bought and paid for to be able to play this game, and now they're no longer able to offer that. And from what I can see is they're shutting down the servers for multiplayer versions of these games. You're still going to be able to play ones that don't have the multiplayer aspect to it, but this is not right. This is not right. A lot of people will go out there and buy these games to play the multiplayer, and Assassin's Creed Liberation, I believe, was on sale not too terribly long ago. If you go into here, we've got a tweet thread showing down here, at the request of the publisher, Assassin's Creed Liberation is no longer available for sale on Steam. Please note this title will not be accessible following September 1st, 2022. Now, all of that said, I've gone into Steam and it's going to be available from now on for $19.99 Canadian, but they have a notice here: DLC for this product and online elements and features will become unavailable as of September 1st, 2022. The base game will continue to be playable, is what it says on my Steam account. So this is a very bad thing. They've gotten recent reviews are overwhelmingly negative now on there. Ubisoft delisting the game, adding it will be inaccessible following September 1st. So I basically bought a digital paperweight. Thanks, Ubi. I'll end this brief review with a quote that should be fully understood before purchasing Ubisoft titles. So this has caused a big uproar, bigger than the Sony PlayStation 1 for the movies. This is a big deal. Your digital library is no longer safe. If you have a digital library of games, they can be snapped. They can be Thanos taken away from you immediately if you're not careful. You know, physical media is key. Look behind me. I've got retro games. I've got tons and tons of retro games. So I know myself, I'm going to have a digital library, or not a digital library. I will have a actual library of games. But more and more places are going away from physical copies and moving towards digital games. My Steam library is very extensive. Just to give an idea here, I have 224 Steam titles in my digital library. Tomorrow, if that was to disappear, I would be very upset because this is a large library. The large library of games. They write in there that you have to follow content ID. You got to follow code of conduct rules. So they're working in with all of these titles now where you have to follow these rules, and even though we're following the rules, we've still entered a contract in with these companies to own and play these games at will, and now they're trying to take the rug from underneath us, and this type of thing needs to be overlooked at. Now, on one side of the coin, we have Sony losing the rights and the licenses to these movies, and that is why they're being pulled. However, I believe if you own them already, they should stay in your library. There shouldn't be a reason for that to go away. Disney did this with a game a long time ago. It was called Castle of Illusion. It was featuring Mickey Mouse. This is a very old game now. You cannot buy this game anymore because it got delisted. It got taken off sale and it was removed from it. However, Disney still allowed people that owned the game to keep the game. So this, I hate to say it, 1 point up for Disney. Really bad that you can no longer get this. However, before the game was completely delisted, they gave away thousands of copies of the game for free, right? The game has run its course and it's done. Now, with the Ubisoft situation, from the sounds of it, I would guess, looking at the list of games that they have here, they are delisting a lot of these games. They're decommissioning a lot of these games that have a multiplayer aspect to the games, and that means what they're doing is shutting down those servers. Now, servers do get old. They do get to the point where they just will not be able to function, and they will shut down just from lag and decompression, and it just gets to the point where it's done. There is unfortunate side effects of this. The really scummy part about all of this is that Ubisoft put these games on sale about a month before this announcement, and I think that's a rug pull out of underneath of everyone. One less try and get sales data for Ubisoft and boost their quarter sales for the quarter. It's absolutely scum of the earth. It's ridiculous. And honestly, if they're planning on decommissioning these games, which they would have had in the work it would have been at least 2 years, at least 6 months. At least a minimum 6 months, but you're looking your projections on getting rid of servers and stuff like that at least 2 years in advance. So they knew that this type of thing was going to go on sale, and they threw it all back at the consumer. And this is absolutely not acceptable coming out of a customer or out of a consumer base digital game version. I believe there should be an investigation in this type of thing when it comes down to it, only because it's a rug pull. And we've seen this time and time again with all these NFTs, all these other things where they put these things on sale. Oh, get in this, these guys make millions of dollars, and then they pull everything out from underneath the consumer. And that is what's going on here. And this should downright be criminal if I had anything to say with it, which I don't. I try and put these out there for you guys to listen to, so I hope maybe someday there will be traction on a video like this. Thanks for watching. This is Proud Canadian Phoenix Cindershadow signing off. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you made it to this part in the video.